Hi, it's Angela J. Bailey in the UK, and I want to talk to you about your purpose, your why. This is a real challenge to a lot of people in the home business market. Why are you doing this? And I want to share, one of the main reasons why I really struggled as well. So people say you have to know why you're doing it, so that when your day isn't going well, when you've only got an hour left and you have to make a choice between working on your business and spending time with the family, the business has to win. Why are you doing this? And I think for a lot of people, if they've got children and they're doing it for their kids, then it's probably easier to identify a why than if you're in a position like myself when you haven't got children. And the reason why I'm sharing that is in most companies, they promote about leaving a legacy, about, being able to send your kids to private school, to give your kids the best education ever. And if you're not actually in that environment, if that doesn't resonate with you because you made a decision not to have children, then you're in an environment where you think, what is my why? And sometimes there's little help to try and work with you to understand why you are doing this. People will often say money and putting a figure on money is not sufficient. So if you ever sit down with somebody and the reason why you got into it was because I want to work part-time and earn £250,000, they will say you're never going to earn that because you have to know why you're doing it. And you think, but I want £250,000 and I want to work part-time, so that's why I'm doing it. But when we start doing what's required, we realise that just with anything in life, you have to make sacrifices. And whether you put the importance on this opportunity to outweigh anything else that you're doing will determine how successful you're going to be. An Olympic athlete has to sacrifice for years and years and years and years, not only having to do training, not eating certain things, not drinking, not being able to go away, being up at 4 and 5 a.m. every morning to train. That's a sacrifice that they make for years and years and years until you see them getting the gold. And this is no different, folks. If you want to earn a couple of £100 a month, you can do that really easily. If you're wanting a couple of £1,000 a month, you're going to have to work a bit harder. Once we start saying we want £10,000 a month, harder still. And still, that figure won't get you there. You have to know why you want to do this. And I've been working with a few people, and really simple little exercise that we've done. And what we've said is in the last 24 hours, what's happened? What have you done? What have you seen? What have you come across that's made your heart skip a beat? That's given you butterflies in your stomach, that you've got so excited about when you've been on the phone that someone said, what the hell's going on? That is what you're excited about. That is what is going to get you up out of bed early in a morning. And I had the most bizarre situation about what I was overly excited about. A huge part of my life is supporting local wild animals. I have a real passion for it. I make sure that they get fed. If any of them are injured, then I will get them in the car and take them to the animal hospital. It's something that I just have a real passion for. And at times when I was struggling to understand, why do I want the money? What is the money going to give me? What is my lifestyle going to be? Suddenly it started to hit me. That is a real passion in my life. If I could get up every morning and work with that sector, that charity, I'd love that. Likewise, these people in my life, I want to spend more time with them because when I see these people, my heart does skip a beat. We have such fun together. We never stop laughing together. I feel so alive. At times I feel, as if you could practically burst. And that's what you have to understand. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, and this may hurt. I want you to think here and now, whether in the last 24 hours, anything that you have done has made your heart skip a beat, made you so excited that your voice has changed, that you've got those butterflies. And if not, what is in your life that you are passionate about? If you've got nothing in your life, everything is packed away. Go back 7 days. Go back 7 days and have a think about what has absolutely made your heart skip a beat. If we're in a position where we've got to go back a month, that's where we start to question what's happening. And this is where you may need to work with some people that some of the guys do work with to uncover the real you. You may have to look back a long, long time until you find a time when you really, really felt alive. And then it may be that, the situation that you're in with your work, with your job, means you cannot experience wonderful feelings anymore. For some reason, your lifestyle just isn't where it wants to be. You don't have the time, the energy, the income to be able to do what you want when you felt alive. Start to think about the last time that you were so excited you couldn't sleep. That's what we need to start to think about. Because if you could get that back in your life, if we said, do you know what, you just got to work for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and you can start to get some of those feelings back, that might be what you need to say, this is what I want in my life. This is what I want my lifestyle to be like. This is what makes me truly happy. So if you're listening to this and you're finding that you're one of those people, and there's so many people out there who have locked your emotions away, because there aren't that many things happening in your life that make you feel excited. You need to try and unlock everything that you've locked away and become that person again. Times when you were happy. Times when things used to happen every day that made your heart skip a beat. Now, as I said, going back to the beginning of this, if you have children and they're your main focus, then you probably get that every day. But sometimes you need something else, that passion, that why, as to why you're going to make those sacrifices and do your business every single day. Now, that may be a hard message for some. Some people may be thinking it is months since anything has really made a difference to me, that's made me excited, that's made my heart skip a beat. And if that's the case, I am so glad that you've watched this, because we might be able to help. You may be able to do what you need now to identify what is your why, or rather, what you want back in your life. And if we can change things, if you can change things, do you know what? You go back to being that amazing person that you always knew you were. You still are today, you've just locked it down. Self-discovery, exploring, creating that why is not an easy thing to do. Sometimes you have to move off, move back, look back at what you really, really enjoyed at one point in your life, and you have to recreate that. And the reason why you're here, the reason why you're going to make sacrifices, is to make sure that you become that person again. Anyway, this is Angela J. Bailey in the UK. I hope that's helped. and I look forward to seeing you as successful as you always knew you could be.